Hi everyone, welcome to my second segment on Toronto downtown condo buying. As I mentioned in my last video, this segment will be focusing on condominiums and particularly the differences between high and low rise condo buying. So first and foremost, I am going to ask you what I ask all of my clients in our first meeting. What is your purpose in buying this condo? How long would you like to hold this condo for? And are you an end user? All of these questions apply in whether or not you should be buying a high-rise or a low-rise condominium. First and foremost, I'll give you a little bit of information about high-rise condos over low-rises, and then I'll give you a bit of information about low-rises over high-rises. High-rise condominiums are growing in popularity because renters love them. They allow for renters to have a wide variety of amenities that aren't found in other buildings, and if you're coming from living at your parents' house, being in university, etc., you are not used to having a pool in your building, a gym, a squash court, a basketball court. Pretty much the amount of amenities that you can find in these high-rise buildings are amazing. Even in City Place, for example, they have a bowling alley. So for that reason, a lot of renters will gravitate towards being in a high-rise. Another reason people like high-rise buildings is because they feel a little bit of safety with them due to the fact that there's always a 24-hour concierge, which is great. A lot of low-rises do not actually have that luxury. Another great thing about high-rise condos is, of course, the view. A lot of people want to be able to have that gorgeous view of the city, whether it's facing the lake, facing the West End, etc. And that's a great part about it. I also will tell you that high-rise condos are relatively cheaper than buying into low-rises. The reason for that is because, first of all, maintenance fees are way lower per month because you're sharing with more than 300 people. And for that reason, to give you an idea, maintenance fees are based off of your cost per square foot. So if you have 700 square feet, you're going to be paying more than the guy that has 400, but if you're sharing it with over 200, 300 people, your fees are going to be a lot lower than if you were sharing it with between 60 people. High rises are also relatively unique in the fact that there are many different layouts that you can choose from. In the fact that in most high rises, you're going to be able to find about 12 different layouts on a floor. A lot of people like this when they're looking for a condo because they might want something different. So those are a few facts on high-rise condos. Low rises, on the other hand, are great if you are thinking of a long-term kind of profit strategy and if you are an end user. I personally just bought into a low-rise condo in downtown Toronto. I love it. And the reason I bought into this place was because in low rises you can find a lot more character and it's a lot less cookie cutter than what we're seeing in high rise condos where over the course of 40 floors all the units are the same. In a low rise building that's under 10 floors, you're going to find about, well, per floor, you're going to find one of the same unit on each floor. However, what's been done in each unit tends to have a lot more character because they can use better materials. Since they're going at it in a different way, high rises are basically, let's just get this up and we'll get our profit, whereas low rises tend to take a little more time and care into what they're doing. There's also a little bit more flexibility with low rises in terms to what you can actually change in the unit. A lot of high rises, the condo corps won't allow you to do certain changes that you might like to make. In either case, unfortunately, condo home buying now in the downtown core has gone up about 20% over asking. What I mean by that is if you see a property listed for $400K, it's going to probably go for about 20% over what you're seeing listed. It's important to understand that the price you see listed in today's market is not the price you're necessarily going to get. In many cases, for both high rises and low rises, you're going to show up on offer night and there's going to be about 15 offers. It's always important to put your best foot forward and understand exactly what you're buying based on what your purpose is. In today's market, it's very important to understand as well that overbidding is also not overpaying. The average price on condos since last year is up 13.3% and the total active listings are down 49.5%. In my opinion, right now is the time to buy before the GTA literally sells out. I hope you've enjoyed this segment of my condo report. Next month I'll be talking about pre-construction and why a lot of clients are gravitating towards that. Thanks, guys.